So the current price action in Bitcoin finally made some clarity to the market. So we're gonna check out the different scenarios that are still relevant after this scenario took out quite a few. So we start with the macro count. This is the bigger picture, as I mentioned in the previous video. Here we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and now looking for a finishing wave 5. And as I mentioned also in the previous video, it's important to know about these, the intermediate waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the primary count here, wave 3 and wave 4 has a tendency to move down into the proximity of wave 3 and 4 of a lower degree, which means 3 and 4 intermediate in this circumstance. So that's the lines here which are showing the possible and the normal target for a bigger wave 4 basically. So here we are looking for wave 4 to either have finished, or we are going to get a small leg up and then a bigger leg down and then move up. But this is the main area for the last wave 4 for the bull market as it is now basically. We don't know, but the probabilities currently favor that we have one more last push up. So the different scenarios here, the bullish ones, this is the 6-hour chart, and here we are looking for a triangle. This is a little bit early to talk about a triangle, but it's important to be aware of because of the current price action, because it's not really super clear. So here we're looking for a W, X, and then a wave Y. And the wave Y in itself will consist of a triangle like that. So we have an A, B, C, D, E to finish our triangle. As you can see here, it's a triangle in wave Y, which is a common, not common, but it's a structure with a sideways WXY. So either it's a flat or a triangle. It's more common with a flat, but a triangle still exists. And if we get this kind of sideways, like ABC, ABC, like what is going on here, and then we get another ABC, and we start to form like a triangle, it's very important to know that this scenario exists. And after a triangle, we get a burst up in the last wave 5, which fits very well with the narrative of having a final wave 5. The other scenario, which is very possible, is a WXY, and we are looking now for a bigger flat. So we have a W, X, and same as before, we have a Y, but this Y will move further down because here wave Y is counted like this: A, B, C. And it's very unusual for wave C not to take out this, the origin of wave A. So like A, B, C. And if it doesn't take out the original wave A, it's called a running flat, and that is the most uncommon flat there is. So here we are basically looking for a three-way move up into B. So preferably, if we were to count this as an A, B, and then a C, this C wave needs, it needs to be very potent to reach the minimum target here for a flat. And this is the minimum target, and a regular flat is more uncommon than an expanded flat. Expanded flat is where we take out this pivot, and that is more common. And if this were to be like an A and then a B, we need to have a giant wave C. So I would prefer to have like an impulse like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in wave B here as a zigzag, like A, B, C, like that. A bigger structure to take out the all-time high and fake everyone out and go down into a wave C and then move up into the last wave 5. But that's more in the future. But yeah, it's important to be aware of that the minimum target is that. And here we have a finished flat. So here we count this as an ABC, ABC, to finish the correction. And the invalidation for this is taking out this, the low. And now we are working on a wave 1, 2, and now a bigger wave 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. And the minimum target, I would say, for a wave 3, you want it to hit 1, 2, 3 at least here for this to have more probability. I mean, it has probability right now, but I mean, to be even more certain, you want it to hit that. And also, we have the bearish options. If you are a bear, you would need to count this as a finishing diagonal, like this on the daily time frame, so that we are now here at wave 5, finished here, and an impulse down here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, you are looking for a wave 2 correction. So here you need to count this either like a WXY or an ABC, like in this case. And here the proportions for a C wave is slightly better because you don't need to reach that far. And if you take out this, the 86, the probabilities for a bear scenario drastically decrease. And here is that same count I was mentioned just now. It just counts a little bit different because here the correction could be over like WXY because otherwise, yeah, you would need like an ABC down and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. But it's just a different way of countering it, basically. So which one of these have the highest probability? It's not, I would say that you should take a look at the macro count and follow this, because this has the higher possibility, a higher probability, before even considering that the bear market ended, I mean, before the top was here, and that this is the impulse down. You need some more clarity. You want a clear three-way structure up and then an impulse down to be certain of a bear market. Because as it is right now, just assume that the trend is upwards and it is higher possibility, a higher probability, I would say, to take out the all-time high and have a finishing wave 5 up. How we do that is more uncertain. If we get this A, B, C and then go up, or if we get the triangle as I mentioned, or if we get a finished one that we have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So the most common or the most important thing to consider when you are going long or short, that did we take out this? Because that structure is, or that target is basically, so if you see here at 12.35.35, and this is the 12.47.98, so the 35.35 is around here somewhere. So basically this is the 886, and you do want to touch the 161.8 in the bullish scenario. And here the minimum target is above the 886 as well. So you see that it's a common what do you say, denominator for all of these scenarios, that you want to move up here and take out the 86 here at the same time that you hit the 161.8 for a wave 3, and also at the same time that you hit the minimum target for a flat. So if you move up into this range, the probability for the bulls increase significantly. Then bears doesn't really have any options left. And especially if we take out this, of course, invalidation. But this is the most important one, and after that it's a bonus if you move up a little bit more to validate this count and this count, because then it's a higher probability you take out the all-time high, because a expanded flat has a higher probability than a regular flat, and then you are also at the same time dealing with an impulse that could be also moving upwards. So you have a lot of scenarios going for you basically if you take out that target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 4. That's the target you want to hit, or 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5. Yeah, that's the target you want to hit if you are a bull, and that's the target you don't want to see hit if you are a bear, because the bearish option have quite some time to get there. It's not until you reach the 4 fib time, and that's like yeah, in the early December to get a wave 2 invalidated by time. So yeah, the time is not really an important factor right now. So that was pretty much it. I hope it brought some clarity to the market. And for myself, I was in a long position on Ethereum, because Ethereum had such a more clear structure in Elliott Wave Wives. So if the scenario in one cryptocurrency isn't clear, just move on to another one and try to make sense there. And if you see that, oh, okay, so this is clear as the most clear impulse ever, just move on to that crypto and deal with that, because Bitcoin has been acting not clear at all, looking at the Elliott waves right now. So yeah, it's just a thing that I like to do, that just trade the most clear structures and also move on to different crypto pairs if they are more clear, basically. So you don't have to be stuck up on just trading Bitcoin. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave a comment, and I hope you have a great day as well.